Okay. What you saying, producers? E.N.I on the track. Back on your box. We had some good fun making that trap beat last week. I'm definitely going to be coming back with more trap beat videos for you guys going forward. Don't worry about that. But today, come on, I want to get back to making drill beats. So we're going to make a US type drill beat today. It's going to be for the likes of like a Fivio Foreign or a WHOOPTY. Oh, WHOOPTY. CJ, that's it. Blue Cheese Man. Yeah, so we're going to make a drill beat for them. As always, I'm going to play the beat at the end of the video, but definitely stick around to the end of the video because I'm going to drop some exciting news about what I'm going to be bringing to the channel going forward. But before we get into it, if you're new to the channel, I do beat cookups on the iPad and provide tutorials, tips and tricks on how to use BEATMAKER free to make urban music. So we're talking drill, trap, Afro swing, there's going to be some R&B in there, maybe some UK grime, all of that. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, maybe you've got an iPad sat at home and you're looking to get into music making, or maybe you're looking to get into music making and you're wondering what device to get. Do I get a PC? Do I get a laptop? Do I get an iPad? Stick around, subscribe to the channel, watch a couple of my old videos, and you can make an informed decision on whether the iPad is the best device for you. But yeah, let's get into it. Right, so we're making US drill. And if I've learned anything from the last year, simplicity is best. So I'm gonna find myself a nice, simple sample for our loop of the day. But before we get into that, guys, don't ever feel under pressure to not use samples or loop packs for your beats. Trust me, you think these guys on the net are making sample packs and loop packs for us beat makers to pick them up and go, nah, I think I'll make my own melodies. That's foolishness. Speaking to myself especially, I can't make half of these melodies. I've tried it. I've tried replicating it. It's not possible. So look, at the end of the day, the people that are making noise about using sample packs and loops are producers. And unless you've got some funny kind of YouTube channel or fan base, you're not making your beats for other producers. You're making them for the artists who chances are they don't know about your sample packs and loop packs. And you're making it for the listener at the end of the day. If they think the song bangs, it bangs. So if you like a sample and you can hear it in a beat and it sounds good, chances are the average listener is going to think so too. So use that sample. Don't worry about it's cheating or whatever. It's not cheating. It's art. So yeah, we're going to find our loop for today. I downloaded this pack earlier this week. I don't know why, because I've got like 500 other loop packs that I still haven't got through yet. This particular loop pack is called the Kerosene Sample Library by KD. Run it up. Definitely go check him out. I'm about to run this one up. It's called X-Trace. So you see that sample there? Very simple. You've got what, 4 or 5 notes in that main melody, plus the pad going on in the background. Definitely what I need for a US drill beat. So let's drag this onto our pads and get this matched up to the tempo of the project. I've picked out the part of the sample that I want to use for this beat. It's the lower octave of how the sample starts when we originally played it. And I've matched it up to the tempo, so let's just hear that quick. I don't know about you, but there ain't much else you need to add to this sample. It's pretty good as it is. But what I want to do to make it like that WHOOPTY, to make it like that CJ beat, I'm going to add on a vocal chop. So let's find ourselves a vocal chop. I get my vocal chops from the Samatics Mirage vocal loops pack. And let's see what we've got here. I think I like that one. Let's draw that in. Now, what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to match the key of the sample to the key of the... Sorry, we're going to have to match the key of the vocal chop to the key of the sample along with the tempo of it and everything else. So let's go into the sampler view, BEATMAKER 3, which is this button here. That takes us to the sampler itself. And let's just have a play around with the sample and get it to match our original sample. There we go. I think we found the pitch of it. We've matched it up with the tempo. Here's the vocal chop on its own. Now, I don't want to use the vocal chop on its own just like that. I'm going to try and skew it up, chop it up. I'll probably reverse it actually. So let's go to our audio effects quickly. And we're going to use Effectrix to apply some reverse effect to this. Just find Effectrix. There we go. Set it to 4 bars. And let's just put the reverse effect on the entire sample. So I'm going to tap and drag that along. And let's hear how that sounds. Oh, stop it. That just gave it a mad bounce. I think there's still some work to do in it. I'm just going to have a play around with the sample. Let's get that reverse effect in right. Oh, I'm chucking that loop in there. You hear that? Let's play that again. Come on. That vocal chop is just taking this beat to another level. But I'm going to add a couple more effects in it just to process it a bit more. I want to add some reverb to it. I want to throw in some EQ, and I'm going to throw in a bit of grit too. So I might use the WOW plugin. Let's use the WOW plugin. The particular preset I like to use in this, what is it called? De-esser of breath. I don't know who names presets for apps. I don't know where you come up with de-esser of death even. Whoa. Okay, cool. So I've just added a bit of digital reverb using Mixbox by IK Multimedia. They just released this probably about a month ago. It's got about 70 plus effects plugins. It's a great app. I'm going to need to do a full in-depth review of this. I haven't used all of the plugins just yet, but just know this is a great app. So just chucked on some reverb there. And I want to throw in a gate effect as well, just for some variation at the end of particular patterns. So I'm going to use the Perforator by Brambos. Brambos. Is it Brambos or Brambros? Anyways, I'm going to use the Perforator, which is a gator effect. Let's throw that in. I've got a particular preset I like to use, which is the triplet gate effect. Let's just hear how that sounds. I like that. I think I'm going to use that at the tail end of patterns or whenever I'm transitioning to another part of the beat. All right, let's get some drums in. So we've got our hi-hat pattern down. As you could tell, it takes quite a while to make these patterns of BEATMAKER 3. In fact, in general, it takes quite a while to make these hi-hat patterns, especially for drill because there's so much bounce and variation to it. I see a lot of guys using MIDI packs to just drop hi-hat MIDI patterns on, and that's great. I probably need to invest in doing something like myself. But we've got the hi-hat pattern down. So what I'm going to add in addition to the hi-hats is some open hats. So for this particular hi-hat, I've set the lead trigger to hold. So whenever I hold down on the pad, it's going to play the sound until it rings out. But this means I can also play shorter staccato notes. And to make sure that translates into the MIDI pattern, I go to my quantize button at the top here. I turn off quantize notes off. So this means it won't quantize the end of the note to 1/16. I still keep the quantize note ons on, so that when I play the note, it is playing on it is quantized, but I don't want the tail end to go right to the end of a 16th grid square. That makes sense. Let's record this in. so we've got our hi-hats sorted out. Now we can go to the more simpler stuff, the snares and the drums. Let's get some snares in. I think for this US drill beat, I think we're gonna go with more claps than snares, but we'll throw in a snare still. Find myself a clap. Right, so we're about 80% there. All that's left to add now is the 808s and the kicks. For the 808, we're looking for a really simple pattern, obviously a dark one, with not too much going on. We'll leave all the slides and phrases towards the end of each pattern. So let's find ourselves a decent 808 first. So another kind of complicated part of drill, and it depends on how advanced you want to go, is 808 patterns. I definitely need to work on some myself, but I think we got one for this beat. It's simple. Let's record it in. So we got the 808 pattern in. I'm probably going to add some variation to it later on when we arrange the beat, but let's get the kicks in, and yeah, we're pretty much done. Right, so we're finished. US type drill beat for CJ. I've gone ahead and arranged the beat. I've added some effects and automation to those effects. So you're going to hear a low pass filter in the beginning and certain breakpoints in the beat. I've added some automations to that perforate as well. So you'll hear that at the tail end of certain sections. So I'm going to play that beat in a sec. But before I do that, I want to announce something to you guys. I'm going to drop a video in the near future. I can't say when exactly. It's going to be a lengthy one. It's going to show the end-to-end process of making a beat in BEATMAKER 3, right from setting up your project to sound selection, to laying out patterns, arranging a beat, use of effects, mixing and automation. So yeah, it's gonna be quite a lengthy one. And to go with that video, I'm gonna make available a small kit pack. It's gonna contain some drum sounds that I've picked from other kit packs. So I'm not making money on this. And we can use this kit pack together to go through this video so you can learn how to make a beat with a live working example. And yeah, I think it's going to be a benefit to you guys. Like I say, I can't say when it's going to be released because I've got to work on this kit pack and a couple of melodies for you guys. Definitely going to be dropping that soon, so look out for that. If you like what you've seen today, you're new to the channel, you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you drop a comment. Let me know what you liked in this video, and definitely drop a like. If you didn't like the video, also drop a dislike too, because a hate is still a rater. It's still going to help out with the algorithm. At least YouTube knows I'm doing something, eh? But as always, guys, keep cooking.